If you're ever worried about slipping or falling when you're walking outside, especially during the winter months, then the exercises in this video will help you. Hi everyone, and welcome to Exercise for Health. And in today's video, I'm going to provide you with 4 exercises to improve your balance and stability to build your confidence when you're out walking. During the winter, there is an increase in the number of falls recorded, which can lead to twisting joints, muscle strains, and even bone fractures and hospitalization. So having the confidence in your physical ability is paramount for your independence. Therefore, we need to ensure that 1, our lower limb joints are stable and the muscles that support them are strong. 2, our core muscles provide a solid foundation for controlling the body. And 3, our brain can quickly react to any sensory changes to maintain our balance. So let's go through the 4 exercises that you can do that will help develop these attributes. The first exercise can be done sat down and is working on developing the core muscles by moving your center of gravity away from your middle. Start by placing your feet a shoulder width wide on the floor. Sit up tall and then begin to move the upper body outwards to the side or on an angle, reaching out with the arm. Try not to use the other hand as a support, so your core muscles have to activate more as you reach out further. Alternate between arms as well as changing the height or point that you're reaching for. To make this exercise harder, you can bring your feet together, which will narrow your base of support, making it more challenging. But if this is still easy, then try the movement with only one foot in contact with the floor. You can even do this exercise on a Swiss ball if you have one, but be warned, this will greatly increase the difficulty of the exercise. Spend about 2 to 3 minutes on this every day when you find yourself sat down, and this will enhance the connection of your torso muscles with your brain. The next exercise purely focuses on balance by training your proprioceptors. These are the sensory receptors in muscles, tendons and joints that allow you to sense your body's position, movement and force. To practice this, it is advised that you do the exercise with a wall behind you to stop you from falling backwards, as well as having an item of furniture in front of you to grab if you lose your balance. It's even better if you're able to do this in a corner of a room so the wall is either side of you. It's also best to do this without shoes on to engage the mind-body connection. Start with your feet together, standing up tall, and gradually begin to transfer your weight over to one foot so that only a small percentage of your weight is left on the other foot. When you feel as though you can't go any further, slowly return to the center and start leaning the opposite way. The movement will be minimal, but you'll notice that if you move too far and lose your balance, most of your weight will be on the foot you intuitively want to move to stop you from falling. So an important tip here, if you do move too far, quickly pivot the foot that your weight is on, allowing the body to turn into the direction that you're moving so that your other foot can step out to stop you. I did this a few times to practice before starting the exercise normally, but this does highlight the importance of doing the exercise slowly and having measures in place, like a chair to grab, to reduce the risk of a fall. Another version of this exercise is to transfer your weight from the forefoot to the heel, distributing it from the front to the back of the feet. This may be slightly harder, but worth a try. Once you've mastered the exercise, then try it with your eyes closed, because this will further enhance engagement of the proprioceptors, developing your dynamic balance ability, crucial for when out walking on uneven or slippery ground. If you have an air cushion, you can try doing the same exercise on it, but be warned, like with the Swiss ball in the first exercise, it will make it significantly harder, increasing the risk of injury. Spend 1 or 2 minutes on this one every day. The third exercise will help to strengthen the calf muscles in the lower leg that provide stability for the ankle, a joint that can frequently be twisted or rolled when walking on slippery or uneven ground. To do this one, you will need a step for you to place the balls of the feet on and maybe something close to hold for balance purposes. With your feet to hips width, lower the heels towards the floor slowly for a count of 4, then lift the heels up for a count of 1, pushing the balls of the feet into the step before lowering slowly again. The slow eccentric phase, lowering the heels while the calf muscles are lengthening, will improve the muscle strength. The faster concentric phase, lifting the heels up while the calf muscles are shortening, will improve the muscles' ability to contract quickly if and when required. Ensure your feet remain level, in other words, they don't roll inwards or outwards during the movement. Do 1 or 2 sets of 10 repetitions, and these can be done every other day or 3 times a week. The final exercise will help strengthen the muscles that provide stability for the knee and hip joints. Like a squat, the sit to stand is a great functional all-round exercise that I highly recommend for most people, but to enhance it for joint stability, we will add in a 5-second hover. This means that from a standing position in front of a chair or bench and your feet are hips width, stick your bottom back, hinging at the hips, then begin to lower, bending more at the knees until you reach your biting point where the muscles in the legs and bottom are working hard to control any further movement. This should be before your bottom touches the seat. Hold this hover position for a count of 5 before returning to your standing position. Like with the heel raise exercise, you can place more emphasis on lowering slowly and returning to standing faster to get the same benefits, but the isometric hold when in the bottom position will greatly improve the stability of the knee and hip joints. Try to ensure that your knees don't collapse inwards when close to or in the bottom hover position. By keeping the knees apart, you'll be engaging crucial stability muscles around the outside of the hips. Secondly, keep your chest up while your hips move backwards to help maintain a good spinal alignment. See if you can manage 1 or 2 sets of 10 repetitions on 3 or 4 days a week, like with the heel raises. But if you struggle with the hover position for a full 5 seconds on every rep, start with a shorter period of time and then build up. I hope these exercises boost your confidence for walking outside during the winter. If so, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. You can check out the description below for further information and ways that you can help support this channel. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay active and keep moving to feel better.